Hello, students on the platform. Today is Tuesday, November 4th, 25 years. Cause I'm facing the camera, so when the information is transmitted, I can't feel your brain waves. Therefore, speaking is not as smooth as in the later process. I will do better and better. Please look at everyone. This is today's writing. In this place, I have two accounts. This is the main This is a account. Secondary account. So above Bilibili, I set up allow downloads. So the video behind will be made into English text subtitles. It is convenient for everyone to go to the YouTube. Doing this myself. Comparison of secret information. I'll tell you the story. Let everyone know as much as possible. Video review is also easy to pass. I'm going to talk about the first lesson. It also gives everyone a systematic understanding. All our things, all of our life forms. The most fundamental is from what place? What is the origin of our Why should we leave the present world? We are now in a good situation. We're going back to where we were. Our original place is a specific place. It is still an attribute of our door. After this class is finished, I will tell everyone, you in the implementation process behind, how do you arrange the time? Achieve your physical and mental balance. Can guarantee you in a limited, in this life timeline. Finish everything you want to finish. Move in the direction you want to go back. As long as you do as required, then 3 or 5 years, we can qualify to go back. I'll take 2 minutes. Show a short version, then I'll go into the details. All our things, including us, all life forms, like everything, everyone perceived everything, to be able to imagine everything, all come from the constant, silent light. Well, because of a confusion of the first thought, gave rise to our 10 Dharma circles. This idea continues to be entangled and stubborn. And then there was the 6th way cycle before us. There's already a lot of life. You also say that they left again from the 6 ways of reincarnation. Return to the 10 jump out of the 10 eventually returned to the silence of the light. All of us come from the light of constant silence, and then went into a dream state. We call the 10 dharmas. Now we're going back, but now of reincarnation. It's time for a dream. What the Buddha now people in this era, end of the karma, thinking, goodwill, etc. Our energy is weak. We can't use the previous practice out of reincarnation. Now the best way for us to get out of reincarnation, let's go to a place called and then Amitabha back pure to the land. Between light. This pure land of Meteor is very, very close, and the light of constant into the silence. Pure land of Meteor. Then it will soon return to the ever now I begin light. To explain in depth. Listen carefully, everybody. Quiet light is not a light wave frequency that we can see with our naked eyes. In the past few decades of quantum physics experiments, only caught twice. It's a very narrow wave of light. It is completely invisible to the human eye. Then the constant silence light is in any dimensional space. It also exists in my cells, outside of my body. It exists at all times that my eyes at any time my eyes do not see, and any space. For example, he talked about the concept of the self-nature in the Buddhist scriptures, or Buddha nature, or as it is, or the existence of that life form that you don't care what his language is. Quiet light, not a certain kind of light. It is a form of existence. So in order to make everyone the yin and the yang of our look at the picture, this place in the middle. When a state of relative equilibrium it will be in a relatively static state. There will be confusion when we talk about it. So because it's a relative stationary state, there will be a puzzling move. After moving, produce a dreamland. The first layer of or illusion, the original illusion. It is the 10 Dharma realm. But after we enter the 10 Dharma realm, still in the misty, In the misty, there is misty. You see, as we move, we create this fluctuation. Thought gives birth to another thought. One thought gives birth to another thought. Just keep. In times, the development get more and more. This state is because we're in a misty state. It will stubbornly keep spreading to the outside world. You can't turn back rationally. And then there's our six-way cycle. Now, of course, quantum physics experiments have shown any object you see, it's all vibration. Any particle, it's all in a state of vibration. Any object. It breaks down into extremely small and broken down into neutrinos. And then, that neutrino breaks down again. In the end, it just fluctuates. There is no entity that exists. So the six-way cycle of the straw, it makes people feel that these things are very realistic and real. After the six-way cycle, someone will find a way out. Like Shakyamuni Buddha, like our Lao Tzu, Confucius, Taoists, they all sentient elders, and so return to the often silent light. We are now mainly methods in the Dharma. Zen Tantric Pure Land Which method is better in our time? If you use Zen and Tantra, totally on your own strength, this is called self-reliance. If you say, I learn Pure Land, then I give less than 1% of my own strength. The other 99%, I rely on the power of Amitabha. Shakyamuni Buddha told us the last for a long time Pure Land achievement. It is divided into specialized and non-specialized, which I only need to read go to the Pure Land of Amitabha. Non-specialized, whether you learn Confucianism or Taoism, or do you have no faith, but you a good man in the world, or you are a believer in another right religion. All can be. But you have to put the right teachings what you have learned, the good things you do every day, the homework you do every day. I want to pray back and ask me to appear, for example, to pick you up. Someone put today, all the merits of what they have done have returned to hope. Western bliss. The Western paradise is if what we call the Pure Land of Mitzvah. Is a person who specializes. We don't have to do that enchanting Buddha. But we're going to do the big turn of the universe. Whether specialized or non-specialized, we will return our merits to the void. All the suffering sentient beings in the world of This is our mercy. It is also a step that we must voluntarily do this merit beings. That's what everyone said. A very high-frequency energy field. Why do you want to go back? It's like you're sending out your energy. You've been sending out signals all the time. This energy field is a signal. Indicates that I summon Amitabha to help me. When your energy field reaches a certain level of stability, once it's connected, we said Amitabha came to pick us up. Did you see that? Now I am using two language systems to speak. If in accordance, language system of Buddhist scriptures, then young people may feel very old-fashioned. I don't understand. So I use modern words for physical, energy and so on. Modern logic. Everyone is very easy to understand. Okay, so when we get to the Pure Land of this Amitabha, Pure Land is very special. It falls into three forms. The first is the lowest threshold, which is called the cohabitation soil of every saint. The second is called convenient soil. The third kind is called reality report. In the Pure Land of Michio, you will not distinguish between as long as you are willing to learn the Dharma, to read these you can all go. This is the system of existence of life. In fact, in high latitudes, you don't care whether you read the Huayan Sutra, all sutras, the Fa Sutra, including the sutra. There is a pure Buddha country in the Tibetan scriptures. All the sutras point to getting everyone to the Pure Land of Amitabha. He's a monk. He said, at the end of the Huayan Sutra, those excellent disciples taught by Shakyamuni, like Manjushri Bodhisattva, Dharma Masters, Samanta Dharma Bodhisattva, our Bodhisattva, they all went to the Western paradise to become Buddhas. So, at the end of the Huayan Sutra, there is one. It is
Guide
because
to bliss.
the pure land of Mituo, they're very close, and the land of Changji Guangtu. So what is the concept
Everyone,
of this Mituo? Don't be
pure
limited
land.
by my picture. Strictly speaking, the pure land of Amitabha is emptiness. It takes all the
over
Buddhist
the
law
Dharma
included. That's why we see it in many classics. Someone asked Western, where is it? The man said,
by the Buddha.
The Western paradise
Or
is
here.
the Western paradise right
Or
in front of me? Western paradise
Or
is
next
Western
door to
paradise
my house.
because
In my
the
kitchen,
pure land of
etc.
Mituo. This Western paradise at any one time, inside any space. Now let's look at it and talk about it in detail. We are in the cycle of 6. Why do you think the source of pain? Just because in reincarnation he felt, I have worked very hard. Why don't you let him get a promotion? Even he thought, he's been doing good. Why is the body so bad? He was rejected and reviled by the people around him. Present, in the past, future, every lifetime, this
There are
life,
very
a
many
lifetime
people
as
in
a dog.
this
life, in
And
this
when the
life,
buff
this life
and man
is heaven. So
man
now is that our present life is called now. The
Maybe
future, you'll be a
there are
human
many
again.
future generations.
I'm a
Future,
bug
future.
again. Being heaven and
Go
man
to hell
again. Wait. So the past and the future are boundless. Only now, this moment, this life is real. Just a few decades, we use the past. Now, the future represents a timeline of our lives. It's just that in our human perception, in the cognition of the 6-way reincarnation, the timeline, however, this timeline is not really a timeline because technically there's no time, no space. If you're reincarnated into a good family, have a house, have money, you have no worries, have a car, in this
not
life. But most of the time, your life experience, in the boundless life experience of passing and in the boundless lifetimes of the future, at least 80% of life is very painful, including the blessings of this lifetime. That leaves only disaster. This disaster is negative energy. Good news is positive energy is negative energy. When we are in the blessing of positive energy, hey, everyone will have a house, there's everything, and a car. Life is also very easy. But one day, through this blessing, this positive energy, it will consume. And then, our sin, he will present you as a beggar in the next lifetime. That beggar, you ask someone for money, you will feel very painful. And we are in this life inside, didn't do anything good. Your good fortune cannot is that the positive energy value you continue to go down to the worst level of life forms to fall. Then you will go again, such as to be a pig. When a pig also have no chance to do good deeds. After he died, he fell down again, waiting for you to the ghost road. No chance to do anything good. Fall down to the way of hell. This is my very simple example. But we practitioners have a way. We know the way to get reincarnation. We know how to increase our positive energy, eliminate our negative energy, our good fortune increase, our crime be reduced. We want to accumulate this blessing quickly, want to quickly out of this pain. What is the method? Here are a few ways to choose. Divided into self-reliance and other forces. The 84,000 methods, you know? Only Pure Land method. He is by the power of the Buddha to help you. The power of the Buddha is over 99%. You only need to use no more than 1% of your strength. You can go out of return to the usual silence. But other methods all depend on their own strength. I made a little picture, just like this bamboo, a section of bamboo. If we use our own strength, it's like you're a little bug. You have to climb through the first section. Then I have to climb through the second section. Climb again. Standing up a step. You can go to the quiet light. This is called erecting the method. But after we have the Pure Land method, just need you this little bug. Bite a hole next to this bamboo. You can come out. This is called horizontal out method. You see, which method is to crawl out of this bamboo. Are you going to crawl slowly? Or bite a hole, crawl out quickly? So this is everyone's choice of method. And that's why Bada Shakyamuni told us, achievement of Pure Land in the end. Let's look at this side. In the cycle of 6, everyone knows these 6. Divided into heavenly humanity, Asura way, animal way. But I'm going to talk about Ashara. Asura is actually a collective name. Ashara also do good but they are very competitive. He does not allow others. He has a very big temper. This is the characteristic of the world. Asura also has Asura. The beast also has the ghost road characteristic is very outrageous. Rely on power, bully the weak. They like to compete. Jealousy is very big temper. This is the only way to hell because Asura, he also repaired the blessing. Let's talk about it in particular. Where did humans come from? Is the heavenly world of uninhabitable sound? Then look, I found this place on earth. At the beginning, there are no species on earth. It has a layer of cream on its surface. Then some of the heaven and man in Guangyin Tian were curious. Start eating the cream of the earth. Very delicious. After eating, skin grew out. Continue to eat grains in the back. Its visceral bones and so on grow out. Then he degenerates into a man. This human being in particular refers to our Chinese nation. Unlike the humanoids or the other peoples, everyone is humanoid in appearance, but from the civilization system and some special functions in terms of our Chinese people. He and other people, there is an essential distinction, especially archaeological information, including our ancient books. For example, more than 2,000 ancient versions of the Yin Sutra unearthed. And we, the Chinese clan, including how did this Chinese character come from? Xuanyuan Huangdi Nuwa means the sky, these ancient legends and so on of our Chinese nation. It's all within 6 cycles. An interaction between heaven and man. And there's some strife in this too, and so on. So we're through this. Let everyone add in the some Dharma of the human development that you haven't seen. Details of the evolution, so everyone will know after reading it. The human race only talks about the Huaxia race. Alright, let's get back to it now. If you want to come out of the 6 we have to at least reach the level of Huan fruit of Shutu. It's the lowest order we've reached in our practice. 7 times on earth. To be able to out of this after the reincarnation, it's not easy to get out. Living Buddha of Tibet. Actually, most of them are bodhisattvas of the 10 Dharma world. He said, order 1, if you can't rise up again, you will step back. Back to the end. It's this one again. Of course, you won't retreat into reincarnation. Order 1 and 7. Retreating. The 7th order to the 8th order is a qualitative leap. Let's take a look at our first 2 7th orders. You can think of it as a more evenly distributed distance. But when I had to upgrade from 7 to 8, everyone, this distance is I'm telling you in a graphic the first way. Order to the 7th order if the 7th order fails to break through. If you reach the 8th order, once we break through the 10 Dharma, the 8th order, you can wait for your time to become a Buddha. We in the Western Eletic world of is the 8th order Bodhisattva. The 8th order Bodhisattva is also called the Bodhisattva. If you don't retreat, that does not it retreat. Means I won't then enter at this time. Dharma the 8th again. Order can be repaired slowly. To the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th order. 517. It's the 11th order, 231, which is Bodhisattva. The Bodhisattva Manjusri, greater than 0 hours. It means 19. A Bodhisattva is the Bodhisattva is the 12th order. I have proved this the Buddha's position. I am confused. by the constant silence. Enter the 10 Dharma Enter the 6-way cycle. I found ways and experiences. Out again. Another complete experience. Have this complete auto-cycle experience. We call it, I got this fruit bit. This is my human language. In order for everyone to understand. So, when we go from confusion to illusion, out of the fantasy world when again, we return to our state of consciousness, you have succeeded in gaining this experience. Taoism, not like in the past ancient Taoism, times, also allows us to return to our true roots. Colors. Any of everything. Once we get to this 3D dynamic become space, a material form, it must follow the rules of success, residence. So we're talking about the ups and downs, the existence of fortune, of anything. It appeared later, such as a systematic theory, or a set of teaching methods. A teaching theory. All have its fortune to develop. After the Taoist key went down, it is the Buddhist family that undertakes this luck. The Buddhist family will undertake for this thousands of years, is teaching us how to deal with this return to our true colors. So don't separate Taoism, Buddhism, and they are all systems of knowledge of high-dimensional energy. You put the Buddha and Bodhisattva, Confucius, Moro Sankin Elder, and theirs. A lot of people you think are sages are called high-dimensional energy. They all appear in a virtuous way. Come to teach how to cultivate morality. Morality is a very high energy band. And this energy band can help us return to the ever-silent light. It's also telling believers not to eat meat, can only eat all vegetarian. The old Christianity also told everyone can't have premarital sex. I give these two examples. The requirements of ancient Christianity are consistent with those of the Buddha. We look here. Solve a place that everyone is confused about. What is Buddha? What is magic? It's very clear in the great Nirvana Sutra. Sikyamuni Buddha. He, in order to let all beings will also out of reincarnation. A butcher is a butcher who kills pigs and sells meat. He will also become special workers. You talk about prostitutes. He also becomes murder. General, start a war. He also became the Demon King Boksun. Demon King Boksun is not a specific person. Posun is like what we said, like Buddha. He is an identity. Buddha is a total title. Boksun is also a general title. There is a Satan in the West. That's Satan. It's the Demon King Boksun, an agent in the earth. The West is in chaos a lot. I will tell you clearly. Before 2025, the quiet practice environment is gone. Starting at the end of 2025, how about your morals? The countdown to the big cleanup has begun. Baza and Demon are like, look at my hand. Demon King Boksun is this. Buddha is this. Here's one with two sides. Enlightenment is the Buddha, confused as the Devil King. Buddha is the peak of consciousness. Extreme state. It's also what this we call Buddha, the pure Demon King state. Confused to the extreme. Reaching the extreme state of negativity. He's the Demon King Boksun. There is a devil outside the 6-way cycle. Put our 6 ways of this round plate hugs. Have this picture. You can search the 6-way cycle. Demon King Boksun. He wants to control everyone. Repeated cycles in the 6-way cycle. It is the mind of all kinds of desires. It emits an energy field. One thought changes the legal world. It's like we have a thing. Double-slit interference experiment in science. Light comes through a small hole. We have no consciousness to pay attention to this light. This light is a light wave. As soon as we have this consciousness, we want to see the form of this light wave. It will appear as particles, for example, and will form once I move my mind to observed. the image of a book appears. You don't want to observe your surroundings. This consciousness, there is no phenomenon. Once we have this awareness to observe the surrounding environment, immediately, the vibration of this light wave, this waveform of light waves into the form of particle vibrations will form alike for you to see. I have this idea. It just has energy. About the idea, if you are positive thoughts, the right thought, you and Buddha build an invisible bridge. The bridge of energy. When you have negative thoughts, you have reached a bridge of communication with the Demon King Boksun. So why? The world is getting more and more chaotic. According to Master Huineng, not a wind, it's not a movement. The heart of the benevolent, your heart, is your consciousness. Energy is generated. So we try to do good things, including our chanting Buddha is also a positive idea. So you move positive thoughts. You're in complete agreement with the enlightened. You move negative thoughts. You agree with the befuddled. The enlightened person corresponds to consciousness. The befuddled positive corresponds to greed, anger. When you realize and slow suspicion, everything about you is clean and quiet. In fact, this is called the Zen state. When we are confused, the heart is a state of restlessness. Then your confusion shows greed, easily angry, and you can't accept and understand the truth. Stupid. The biggest fool is not to say that you have low education, but is manifested. You don't believe in the law of cause and effect. This concept, the truth of the law of you don't believe it either, is before when we are in the light of constant silence, in a state of consciousness. When we are in a state of consciousness, we are presenting our own nature. When we are confused, upside down, our self-nature has turned into Iris knowledge. The eighth consciousness, it has the function of recording. What do you mean? From my first confusion, I start recording. Keep a record of us. Regression to autogenicity. In other words, if you are confused in the boundless time, you have a different lifetime. You've been to hell. You were a bug. Be a person, being an ant, all of these things that happen, etc. What are your thoughts in your heart? What things have all of them are recorded in Ariya's knowledge. This is also after the death of our people. At the time of judgment in this underworld, you can see it on a big screen. What have you done? It is from the inside of Allah. Released all my life. A record of what I've done. I will repeat these important information later. Don't worry, everyone. Follow my course a little because we have this course. It's not like other people's videos. They are knowledge. You can get a lot of information from there. We're here to tell you what is the law of the universe. How do we apply this law in the right way? We're going back to our roots. Is a real one, a cause of true practice. We talk about anything, whatever the video, or to answer questions to others. We must be based on the works of the ancient sages. To explain the course, I can't reason by myself. Nonsense. Speculation. Our true practitioners, in fact, very careful of their own language. If you lead others in the wrong direction, because this person I'm responsible get out of for this incarnation, and I must rely on the saints. We come to prove. Explain in modern language. Cannot be mixed with their own selfish thoughts. Can't have your own messy thoughts. I'm here to confirm. That's it. I did not confirm this place. I'm going to tell you the truth.